Hello and welcome back to Living in the Jacket. I'm your host, Carlene Gilliam, and today we have a very special Liberty FFA alumni. Why don't you go and introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Kevin Paintchild.
So, like I said, you're a Liberty FFA alumni. So, tell us about your experience at Liberty FFA and just were you an officer? Just your whole background in Liberty.
Yeah, so my name is Kevin Paintchild, and I am a Liberty High School alumni from 2021. I graduated a year after during the COVID year, and I was in the FFA for 2 years, almost about 3 years. I joined at a point when I was in 10th grade, and I took a ag class, and I really enjoyed it. And I said, this is something I should be a part of.
I love that. I feel like we all join when it's our advisors and they push us to join. Was that same for you?
Yeah, very similar too. And that also propelled me going into a horticulture class at Liberty High School in 11th grade. And I was like, I should really try to do another ag class and get more involved that way.
Yeah, so what's your whole FFA story? Why did you exactly join FFA?
Yeah, so I joined FFA to be a part of a community who's all interested in agriculture and building the best for the future of America and of agriculture. I had a couple friends in FFA, and they said you should do it. One in particular, Charlie Moser, he said you should definitely join FFA, and I said I'll think about it. And I didn't do much thinking. I joined right after that because of his experience with it, and on from there, I've really I had a big part in FFA, and I really enjoyed being a part of FFA.
Yeah, I love that. And I totally agree. FFA is just like that big community, big family, and you definitely get pushed to join, but I feel like it's always rewarding when you do. And then, so what has been your outlook on FFA after graduating and becoming an alumni?
Yeah, so I really want to stay involved in any way, shape, or form that I can because of the impact that FFA has had on me as a student and as a young leader. I feel like FFA is one of those developmental programs where it pushes you to be the best and pushes you out of your comfort zone at such a young age, going into the developmental years and even into college if that's what you choose to go into, which I did. So my involvement in FFA, I want to be more involved as someone who's out of college now, who has a part of it, who can help with Liberty High School and FFA as much as possible, and to be a leader for the young students.
Yeah, I love that. And it's definitely a way to connect with people who you know their experience of going through FFA and really to be like another outside mentor, really. And I know you have a landscaping business. So, how has your experience in FFA affected you and your landscaping business?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of what I learned through the FFA directly and indirectly translates to my landscaping business. There's a lot of key principles in the FFA which have related to life, to college, to the business, to just everything kind of I do in general. And the horticulture side of it and the FFA part that really ties a role and a key impact in it. I went to Virginia Tech for environmental horticulture and ag business. And then I also did my master's in natural resources and a sustainable business focused. And really having the foundation of the FFA and horticulture allowed me to propel and to push in different ways in college. Which has done me well for the business.
Yeah, and y'all have been taking off. I've seen your signs around Bedford, and you've even messaged me asking students if they want to join. And I think that's so great to even offer a way to, it's an SAE, it would be an SAE, which is Supervised Agriculture Education, if y'all don't know. And it's really a good way to give one to students who may not have one or struggling to find one because I relate so much to that. It took me a minute to find my SAE. So I think it's really great to even offer students a way to get an SAE started and just interact with the agriculture business as a whole. And then so what is it like? Because you presented to my classes the past 2 years. I've been here and hopefully for a third year. But what has it been like presenting to FA students, and what made you want to do it with Charlie Moser?
Yeah, so I think the FFA it really helped me also build confidence to do presentations and be a part of bigger groups that I didn't even think that I could be a part of. So that's been pretty exciting. And what kind of was one of the impacts of I want to have a bigger impact on the school. And if I could even help one person or even change one person's mindset and for them to think bigger and to them to think beyond just high school and what their future looks like, that's the biggest goal that Charlie and I, both of us presenting, is really just dreaming bigger, thinking bigger than outside Bedford, outside the county, outside the state. So Charlie Moser and I, we have been good friends for 6, 7, 8 years now. We had homeroom together. We had different classes. We had different courses together, and we've stayed in touch. I just saw him last week, actually, catching up. And yeah, he is a great role model who has taken a lot of pride not only in Liberty FFA, but in everything that he does. And, that's one thing that a lot of students also aspire to be. And I think passion is very important for not only the future of agriculture, the future of, America, is really being a part of something that they care about. And Charlie was a no-brainer when 2 years ago we were talking to Mrs. T and Mr. Wimmer at Liberty High School, and was talking about how there's an opportunity to present to students and to talk to them about what our futures have been. And we're only, at that time, we were only 4 years out of high school, and now I'm 5 years out of high school, and there's already a lot of big things that's going on, and both of us are doing and having impacts on others.
Yeah, and you graduated early, right? So did FFA help you graduate early? The experience at FFA definitely motivate you to graduate early?
Yeah, definitely. I think I graduated early from college, and I think really getting involved in FFA has been a fundamental part in getting uncomfortable and at first, and also competing in something. I did a couple of different competitions for the FFA, including livestock judging, and the aspire to do something, introducing myself, putting myself in uncomfortable rooms, has also, when I was in college, allowed me to graduate early and say, what if I could do this? What if I could think bigger than my goals? And I had a crazy goal to graduate a year early, and it required summer classes. It required 19, 20 credits a semester. And my advisor, she even said that's crazy. I said, but I'm serious. And she said, okay, well, let's develop a plan to see how that can happen. So I think FFA has really allowed me to think bigger and to push me out of my comfort zone, even at such a young, early age of 16 years old.
Yeah, I love that. And I know a lot of us, I'm sure you were scared to do that because it's a huge risk. But I love that it has motivated you to think bigger than what almost everybody thinks. Maybe they even look down on you for thinking that big. But I love that you went for that and you strived for that goal and you achieved that goal and even started a business right after or during your last year of college years. So, is there any advice you would give to people who are new or interested in FFA?
Yeah, I think the first thing is really failing is important. It's important to fail because you learn when you fail, and you're always going to fail in a lot of different aspects of life, but it's kind of how you pick yourself up and what you go from there. So failing, don't be afraid to fail, really. Or, looking unexperienced. You're really supposed to be inexperienced or have little to no information when you start things, and that's okay. I feel like not enough people talk about that. It's always everyone should look perfect in what they do, but there's also learning curves to everything we do. And I think some of the biggest opportunities in my life has really came from putting myself out there, failing, trying different things that I've never tried before, and being a part of different organizations and stuff that I didn't think I'd ever have a part in. So I think for anyone who wants to join the FFA and is interested in joining the FFA, I would say don't even think about it, just do it. And from there on, you will find a new community that you may like or you may not like. But at the end of the day, you're going to be learning from it.
Yeah, and I totally agree. The amount of times that I failed in something FFA related or not, FFA has strived me to move past it. You always learned something from failing, and you're always gonna fail in life at something. So I think it's always a learning experience to fail because then you learn how to be better, how to achieve that goal even more. Because there's always a second round of time to do it, I feel, and always a chance for improvement. So I love that. That's your advice. Learn to fail
Yeah.
because it really is. a great piece of advice. And then, so what message would you give to your younger or like younger self, high school, even middle school age? And like, what would you think FFA would have taught him? Like, would you told him like FFA would have told him?
Yeah, I'd definitely tell anyone who's listening, especially the younger students, is not to underestimate where you are right now. You know, if you're in the younger age bracket, the 16, 17, 18-year-old student body, you really don't have to have your life figured out. I'm 23, and at times there are days where I feel like I don't have my life figured out as well. I think you should really focus and find something that you care about, work hard at it, surround yourself by good people and people who care, and keep taking opportunities as they come. I definitely have not had everything figured out myself, and I'm still learning every day, especially as a business owner, being a year and almost year and a half into the business. But that's really just a part of it. You keep learning, you keep improving, and you keep moving forward, and that's how success happens.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with that. And there's always something to learn as like no matter like what age you are. I feel like you learn as you grow up and you only truly know something until maybe it's like giving your last breath. But I love that you would tell your like, younger self that, or you even tell younger FFA members that. And so for our final question, what does living in the jacket mean to you?
Yeah. Living in the jacket means representing something that you're a part of and that's bigger than yourself. The FFA has many, many members, and there are multiple degrees that you can get from the FFA. But really understanding what it means to be like in a small and large environment. And, one day the blue jacket eventually will go in the closet, but the lessons that you learn from it will never go in the closet, and they'll go and help you out with the future of your life.
Mhm.
So living in the jacket means, taking what you've learned and who you've met and continuously being surrounded by them and the lessons to propel your future.
Yeah, I love that. And I always love asking that question because I like to see different people's takes on it. And that's a wonderful take because I totally agree. And then, so is there any message you would like to give the audience? Just like a farewell, or I'm sure we'll see you again at some point, but like just a lasting message to maybe give, like piece of wisdom to give the audience.
Yeah, definitely work hard at what you do, no matter if you believe it's the thing that you're going to do forever. I think working hard at something is going to push you forward, and the goal is going forward. Whether it's 2 steps forward, 3 steps forward, 1 step forward. The goal is always just trying something and continuously doing something, because one day the things that you've done in the past, even though if they weren't a part of your future success or what you're doing in 10 years from now, they're going to have some kind of compounding success for the future.
Yeah, I agree because, like, I've been told, like, even in FFA, Mr. Wimmer pushes people to do public speaking. So, like, even being told, like, oh, you should do public speaking, or even seeing people do public speaking, it's helped me be more confident in that. And then presenting in classes has also helped me. So, I totally agree that any work, any opportunity you have, it will strive you forward and it will help you forward. And is there like any social media, your business you would like to send out there to the audience?
Yeah, definitely. So if anyone wants to follow what we're building, my company is Verdant Valley Landscaping, Verdant Valley Landscaping. We provide year-round property care through Bedford, Roanoke, Smith Mountain Lake, Blue Ridge, and some surrounding areas as well. You can also find us online at verdantvalleylandscaping.com, and you can look us up, Verdant Valley Landscaping. And I'm really proud that this is something that started from my passion and interest in horticulture. And it's really turned into building strong teams that we're growing in different areas and different counties, and being able to provide service and expanding our services. And a lot of it comes from the things I've done in the past, even though if I didn't think that they were going to be the next thing, it's, everything comes together, whether it's the leadership, the hard work, the integrity, different things that are being built to build this company and what my goals and dreams are.
I love that. So yeah, go send him a follow. Go check out his social media. His company's doing so much work around Bedford and surrounding areas. So go send him and his company so much love. And then some updates on Liberty and FFA in general. I'm so sad to report that Liberty FA alum Beau Carson Ashworth has tragically passed in an accident. Saturday, August 15th in Canyon, Texas will be his first funeral. And then Saturday, August 22nd will be his funeral down here in Bedford, surrounding areas. So just go send his family some love. We are so sad to hear about the passing, especially because he was a Liberty FFA alum. He was one of our presidents. So it's so sad to hear that, and just keep him in his thoughts, keep his family in your prayers. And we're just very sad, and it's such a tragic loss because he was so young. But anyways, on a lighter note, this weekend is going to be the Bedford County Fair. So we're going to have an animal tent. We're going to have a corn tent from the Liberty FA alumni, rides, bunch of fair food. I love the food there. So just come and say hi to the old McDonald tent. A bunch of the FFAs will be also running that. So just come say hi. You can pet some cute animals and just overall have a good time. Next month will be our 1 year anniversary for Living in the Jacket, which I'm very excited about. So stay tuned on the socials, Living in the Jacket on all platforms. Just keep track of that, and you'll see some amazing. I'm going to release an about me because I haven't done that at all. So I'm very excited to do that, and just overall so grateful for all of y'all for boosting the podcast, for listening into it. I'm surprised we even have listeners. So I'm just so grateful for y'all. And so it's going to be the 1 year anniversary. I'm so excited. But thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Kevin, for coming here. I'm very grateful. I love hearing the alumni's perspective after they've graduated, after they've been through so many things. And with the business especially, it's so glad to hear what FFA has done for you. And so just thank you for coming on. I'm so grateful. Hopefully we can have Charlie at some point. I'll be so grateful for that as well. Just thank y'all for listening, and I'll see you again. Bye!